3 is ever so slightly embarrassing to me. On the tour, the Team Forks Twilight tour, we went past the Mill Creek Bar and Grill. When we drove past, there were 3 Cullens standing on a grass verge right by the road. Rosalie, Carlisle and Jasper, and they were just staring at cars. And I seemed to be the only one on that bus who actually saw them. I looked out the window and I must have done a really hilarious face, because then everyone was telling me about how funny it was later on. And they just stared at me and I stared back, and I think I sort of went, and Carl nodded to me a bit like, "Hey, how you doing?" I think we'd driven away before I could react. But yeah, so that was slightly embarrassing. Another thing, we were going towards Native to Twilight, which is one of the awesome shops that sells lots of Twilight things. I saw some sparkly vampires go in, and I was like, I know those people, and I'm quite good friends with a lot of the cast. And so I was like, well, I gotta go see them because I've been waiting to meet them for a long time. And then I kind of forgot they were meant to be in character. And so I was like walking up to them, like waving, like, hey, like a crazy person, as if to them, as in their real selves. And so obviously they were reacting in character, like, hey, strange person. And I was really nervous anyway. My mum had to literally like force me into that shop because I was like, what if they don't like me? Oh, I'm scared. And yeah, so it was slightly embarrassing. And then I had pictures, and I think I'm like bright red in half the photos because I'm like blushing because I'm like, friends. But they were all really nice, they were all really friendly, and they were all talking to me, and I did still feel a bit self-conscious, but that's just me, and that's my fault. But yeah, so that's one of my favourite moments, just seeing them for the first time and meeting them for the first time. And I think one of the first people I spoke to was probably V, out of all the cast, and I think she was one of the first people I actually spoke to in the flesh as well, so that was pretty special. And everyone was so nice, like I said before, and yeah, we had photos, and it was so exciting. And then I got to see them again just about an hour later at the meet and greet at Mill Creek Bar and Grill, so that was really awesome.
I've waited 100 years, but I'd wait 1,000,000 more for you. Nothing prepared me for the privilege of being